When you hear the word power, what comes to mind? Military strength, political influence, or maybe global dominance through technology and culture? While all of those matter, in today's interconnected world, there's one factor that stands above the rest: economic control. The truth is, not all nations are equal when it comes to shaping the financial heartbeat of the planet. A handful of countries hold the strings of trade, banking, innovation, and resources, and their decisions ripple across every corner of the globe. From the fuel you put in your car, to the phone in your hand, and even the job market in your city, it's all influenced by these economic giants. Today, we're diving deep into the top 10 countries that control the world economy, revealing who truly pulls the strings, how they built their power, and why their influence impacts every single one of us. Economic power isn't just about money, it's about control. These countries dictate supply chains, influence financial markets, and sometimes even manipulate global decisions for their own advantage. So, let's break down the top 10 players who control the global economy. Number 10. Brazil, the South American powerhouse. Brazil may not immediately come to mind when you think of global dominance, but it's impossible to ignore its weight in agriculture, energy, and natural resources. With vast rainforests, massive reserves of iron ore, and an agricultural industry that feeds much of the world, Brazil holds unique economic leverage. It's the largest exporter of coffee, soybeans, beef, and sugar. When Brazil sneezes, global food markets catch a cold. Beyond agriculture, Brazil is a key player in oil, particularly through Petrobras, its state-controlled energy giant. The nation's membership in BRICS, an alliance of emerging economies, also gives it a platform to push back against Western economic dominance. Number 9. Saudi Arabia, the oil kingdom. It's no secret that oil runs the modern world, and no country symbolizes oil power quite like Saudi Arabia. Home to the largest proven oil reserves and a founding member of OPEC, Saudi Arabia has long been called a swing producer of oil. That means its decisions, whether to cut or increase oil output, can change global energy prices overnight. But Saudi Arabia isn't just about oil. With its Vision 2030 plan, it's investing heavily in technology, tourism, and infrastructure to diversify its economy. Projects like NEOM, a futuristic megacity, highlight its ambition to remain relevant even as the world shifts toward renewable energy. Still, as long as oil remains king, Saudi Arabia will remain a key player in controlling the global economy. Number 8. France, the cultural and economic titan. France's influence often gets overshadowed by its European neighbors, but it's a global powerhouse in its own right. With one of the largest economies in the European Union, France's strength comes from its luxury brands, aerospace industry, and nuclear energy dominance. Companies like LVMH, Airbus, and TotalEnergies are household names worldwide. Moreover, France has a unique leverage its leadership within the European Union and its influence in Africa. Through historical ties and current investments, France maintains significant control in Francophone Africa, tapping into resources like uranium, oil, and minerals. Add its permanent seat on the UN Security Council, and you have a country whose economic weight goes far beyond its borders. Number 7. United Kingdom, the financial nerve center. Despite leaving the European Union, the United Kingdom remains one of the most powerful economies in the world. Why? One word: finance. London is often called the financial capital of the world, rivaling even New York. The London Stock Exchange, major banks like HSBC and Barclays, and its insurance market give the UK incredible influence over global finance. Additionally, the UK has soft power. Its universities, media, and cultural exports continue to shape global trends. While Brexit did shake its position in Europe, the UK has doubled down on trade deals across Asia and North America, ensuring its role as a bridge between continents. Number 6. Germany, the industrial engine of Europe. Germany is the beating heart of the European Union's economy. Known for precision engineering, manufacturing, and exports, it's the world's third largest exporter. Cars from BMW, Mercedes, and Volkswagen are global icons, while German machinery and industrial equipment fuel businesses everywhere. But Germany's influence isn't just about products, it's about policy. As the EU's largest economy, Germany often dictates the bloc's financial decisions, from trade regulations to bailout packages. Its focus on renewable energy and green technology also makes it a trendsetter in the shift towards sustainability. Number 5. India, the rising superpower. India has rapidly risen as one of the most important economies in the world. With a population of over 1.4 billion, it has both the workforce and consumer base that corporations dream of. The country is a global hub for technology, pharmaceuticals, and services. Companies like Infosys, Tata, and Reliance have international footprints, while India remains the world's largest provider of generic medicines. But the real power lies in India's role as a digital giant. With the fastest growing tech sector and increasing foreign investments, India is becoming the next big player in artificial intelligence, software, and manufacturing. Number 4. Japan, the innovation giant. Japan may not have the sheer population size of China or India, but it more than makes up for it with innovation and technology. Known for brands like Toyota, Sony, and Nintendo, Japan has long been a global leader in electronics, robotics, and automotive manufacturing. Its economy is highly advanced, with strong global supply chain connections. Japan also plays a crucial role in global finance, holding massive foreign exchange reserves and being one of the largest lenders to developing countries. Its partnership with the United States and its influence in Asia further cements its status as a key economic pillar. While its population is aging, Japan's mastery of innovation ensures it remains a heavyweight in the world economy. Number 3. China, the manufacturing powerhouse. No country has reshaped the global economy in the last 40 years like China. From a relatively poor nation, it has become the world's second largest economy and the undisputed leader in manufacturing. Everything from smartphones to clothing to electronics often has a Made in China label. But China's power isn't limited to factories, it extends to infrastructure, finance, and technology. Through its Belt and Road Initiative, China has invested in ports, roads, and energy projects across Asia, Africa, and Europe, creating a new economic empire. Companies like Huawei, Alibaba, and Tencent are pushing China into global tech dominance. Number 2. United States, the dollar dominance. The United States remains the largest economy in the world, with a GDP of over $27 trillion. Its influence comes from several fronts: Wall Street, Silicon Valley, the Federal Reserve, and, of course, the US dollar, the world's reserve currency. When America sneezes, global markets panic. The dollar underpins global trade, oil pricing, and international banking, giving the US unmatched economic leverage. American corporations like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google dominate global markets. The US also leads in defense spending, which ties into its economic power, as weapons and military contracts are major industries. Beyond money, American culture from Hollywood to fast food continues to be an economic engine of influence. While challenges from China are real, the US still holds the top spot in shaping global finance and innovation. Number 1. The European Union, the collective power. While not a single country, the European Union functions as a massive economic bloc, and it deserves the number 1 spot. With over 450 million consumers and a combined GDP nearly equal to that of the United States, the EU has enormous influence on global trade and regulation. What sets the EU apart is its ability to set global standards. From data privacy laws to environmental regulations, EU policies often become international benchmarks. Countries and corporations must adapt to EU rules if they want access to its massive market. So, who really controls the world economy? It's not just about GDP numbers, it's about resources, innovation, trade, and influence. From Saudi Arabia's oil to China's manufacturing, from America's dollar to the EU's regulations, these 10 countries shape the rules of global finance and power. If you found this breakdown opening, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we're diving even deeper into the hidden forces shaping our world. Don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. Which country do you think has the most real power?